Welcome to the Gym Success Podcast. We're really glad to have all of you joining us today.
Whether you're a gym owner, maybe an operator, a manager, perhaps you're in sales, or you're a gym entrepreneur or personal trainer.
Yeah, welcome everyone. I'm Bonnie.
And I'm George.
Yeah.
Today, our goal is pretty straightforward. We want to give you some actionable insights.
We're going to be taking you through a really powerful white paper by jthomas.
That's right. It's called Sales is the Oxygen for Your Gym Business.
Yeah.
But how do you really feel about selling?
And it's packed with some crucial wisdom, stuff that could genuinely, transform your approach.
Okay, let's unpack this.
So jthomas, he doesn't waste any time. He starts with this statement that, well, it really hits home for independent gym owners, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sales is the oxygen of your business. And then he says, without it, nothing else survives.
Wow, that's blunt.
It is. You might have the absolute best facility, maybe the most amazing staff, but if you're not consistently getting new members in...
You're basically on borrowed time. That's the message.
Yeah, it's the lifeblood.
It is. And what's really fascinating here is how Jim immediately highlights this common paradox.
Okay.
So sales is existential, right?
Yeah.
Life or death for the business. Yet so many fitness pros have this really conflicted relationship with it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, they feel it's a bit icky.
Exactly. They might see it as sleazy or pushy, maybe even beneath them.
Right.
And this raises a huge question. If you're avoiding sales, are you, maybe without realizing it, suffocating your own business?
He calls it a mindset reset that's needed, right?
Precisely. That's the foundation.
And here's where, for me, it gets really interesting. Jim argues that selling at its core is actually helping.
Okay, explain that a bit more.
Well, you're not pushing something unwanted. You're guiding people towards what they already desperately want.
Like better health, more confidence.
Exactly. More energy, a longer, stronger life. Things people genuinely desire.
So it's a reframe. Sales is service. And if we connect that, it means, well, if you truly believe in your gym, your trainers, your programs,
Which hopefully you do.
right, then selling just becomes matching solutions to problems. It's that simple.
So the question becomes, do I see sales as serving? Am I proud of what I offer?
Do I recommend it without hesitation? If the answer is yes, then you're not really selling in that negative way,
You're showing people how to live better.
which is a valuable service.
Yeah.
Worth offering.
So why do so many gym owners and fitness pros struggle then? It sounds so positive when you put it like that.
Well, Jim points out a core reason, and it's probably familiar to many listening.
Yeah.
He says, you didn't get into this business to sell. You got into it to help people.
Ah, okay. The passion is for the fitness, the helping part.
Exactly. But that creates a problem because most haven't actually been trained in sales.
Or maybe they had a bad experience, got burned by some pushy salesperson somewhere else.
Right. And they associate all selling with that manipulation. So what happens?
They avoid it, downplay it.
Yeah. Or they try to outsource it, kind of hoping if I just deliver a great experience, people will magically come.
And Jim calls that belief, what was it?
A dangerous myth.
Right, a dangerous myth
Because no matter how great you are, if no one knows, no one shows, you have to be good at both delivery and acquisition.
So it's about balancing that passion for fitness with the practicalities of business.
Absolutely. You need both engines running.
Jim also emphasizes that when someone walks in, they're not really shopping for, like, a specific piece of equipment.
Not the squat rack itself.
No, they're looking for transformation. They want to fit into those old jeans again,
Or play with their kids without getting winded or feeling pain.
Yeah, or maybe bounce back after a tough time, like a breakup, or even avoid the health problems they see in their family.
So you're not selling a workout session.
You're selling a pathway to a better life. That's the real product.
And according to the paper, your job then involves sort of 4 key steps. Can we walk through those?
Yeah, let's.
First, you got to identify the real problem. What's truly bothering them? What do they really want?
Okay, dig deep. Then second,
paint a clear picture of the path forward. How will your gym help them get there? Make it tangible.
got it. Third step.
Demonstrate why your gym is the absolute best solution for them. What makes you unique and effective for their specific goal.
And finally, number 4.
Make it easy to say yes today. Remove friction, Make the decision simple.
And what's interesting is Jim doesn't call this whole process sales.
No, he calls it leadership.
Leadership. That's a powerful shift. It highlights how crucial communicating that value is. You're guiding them.
You're leading them towards their goal.
Now, if you're an owner or manager listening, your attitude towards this whole sales process, it really matters, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It sets the tone for the entire team. Jim says it plainly. If you avoid asking for the sale, your team will too.
Makes sense. Monkey see, monkey do, kind of.
Right? If you don't train your staff, they won't grow. If you act like sales is a burden, so will they.
Oof. That's direct. Culture starts at the top.
It always does. So this raises an important question for leaders. Do your team members genuinely see sales as helping people?
Are they proud to guide someone into your programs?
And crucially, have you actually given them the tools and the training they need to succeed at it confidently?
Jim identifies this team aspect as like the #1 opportunity for improvement for many gyms.
Yeah, getting that unified, positive sales mindset across the whole team, that's critical for growth.
Okay, so how do we actually change that mindset? Jim offers a practical exercise, right?
He does. It's about replacing those old limiting beliefs that hold you back with empowered truths.
Give us an example.
Okay, so instead of thinking, I don't want to be pushy,
Yeah, that's a common one.
you replace it with, I'm guiding people to what they already want. See the shift.
It's about their goals, not your pushing. What about sales feels fake?
Replace that with, selling is telling the truth about how I can help. It's about authenticity.
I like that. It anchors it in honesty.
And what's fascinating is how he reframes rejection too. That's a big fear for many.
Definitely. Nobody likes hearing no.
So instead of, I hate rejection, the reframe is, no, today makes room for a yes tomorrow.
Okay. It takes the personal sting out of it. Makes it part of the process.
Exactly. And for anyone thinking, I'm just not a natural salesperson,
Which is probably a lot of people in fitness.
the empowered truth is, sales is a learnable skill, and I can get better at it.
So it's not some innate talent you either have or don't. It's trainable.
Precisely. Jim basically says the fitness world needs genuine, passionate pros who believe in their service and just learn how to communicate that belief effectively.
Okay, let's switch gears slightly and talk about the financial side. Jim gets pretty brutally honest here.
He does. He says, if you're not making consistent sales,
You're bleeding money. Plain and simple.
yeah. And he makes this crucial point. Most gyms don't fail because they're bad gyms.
Right, not because the workouts are bad or the trainers aren't qualified.
They fail because they don't sell enough. It's a sales problem, fundamentally.
That's a tough pill to swallow, but probably true for many.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, well, without strong sales, what happens?
You can't reinvest
Right.
in equipment in the facility.
You can't hire and keep the best staff. People leave for better opportunities.
And importantly, you can't pay yourself properly, which impacts your own life and sustainability.
Jim's bottom line is just stark. Your profit follows your sales. Period.
All the good stuff like member retention, getting referrals, seeing those amazing transformations.
None of that starts until the initial sale is made. It's the gateway.
This really raises a critical question about the long-term sustainability of your business if sales isn't, a top priority.
It has to be. So the obvious next question is, what can you actually do about it? Like starting today.
Thankfully, Jim provides an immediate action checklist. First up.
Revisit your offer.
Okay, what does that mean exactly?
Ask yourself, is it simple? Is it easy for someone to grasp quickly? Is it exciting? Does it sound compelling?
And crucially, does it meet people where they are now? Does it solve their current problem?
Right. Then, second action point, train weekly.
Weekly. That sounds like a lot.
Well, Jim uses that great analogy. You wouldn't let members skip workouts. So why let staff skip sales training? It needs consistent practice.
A good point. Okay, what else?
Follow up religiously. This was huge.
Why is follow-up so critical?
He points out that something like 80% of sales happen after 5 or more contacts.
Wow, 80% after 5 touches. So giving up after 1 call or 1 tour is...
Leaving a massive amount of potential business on the table, persistence pays off.
Okay, another big one from Jim. Ask for the sale.
He's very direct here, saying things like, let me know if you have questions.
Yeah, that's not close.
Nope. He says it isn't. It's too passive. You need to actually ask.
Like what? What should you say?
He suggests something clear and confident, like, are you ready to get started today? Put the decision point out there.
Makes sense. And the final point on the checklist.
This one's more internal. Be sold on yourself.
Meaning.
Do you, deep down, Truly believe that you offer the best solution for this person standing in front of you.
If there's doubt in your own mind.
That's where you need to start.
Yeah.
You have to believe in the value you provide wholeheartedly. That conviction comes across.
So wrapping up, Jim argues sales is really about more than just, keeping the lights on.
Yeah, it's more than just oxygen. He says it's about opening doors into a better version of someone's life.
That's a really inspiring way to look at it. It connects back to that helping idea.
It makes it about confidence, clarity, commitment for the member.
And he offers this powerful final thought, this truth to really inhale, as he puts it.
Which is?
Sales is not something you do to someone, it's something you do for them.
That sums it up perfectly. It highlights the privilege, really, involved in guiding someone towards becoming healthier and stronger.
It's a service for them.
So Jim Thomas concludes by just reminding everyone listening, independent gym owners, studio operators, trainers, entrepreneurs, that sales isn't optional.
It's absolutely essential.
You need to reframe how you think about it, you need to embrace it, and honestly, you need to master it.
Because, as he says, your future members, the people who need your help, they're out there looking for someone just like you.
Someone who believes enough in what they offer to actually ask them confidently to take that first step.
And always remember, sales done the right way, the way Jim describes, it isn't pressure, it truly is a privilege.
Well said.
So if you feel you need some help building out your sales system, maybe revamping your gym strategy, or even turning your business around, Jim Thomas is ready to help.
You can contact Jim directly. His number is 214-629-7223. That's 214-629-7223. Or you can email him at jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
Again, that's jthomas@fmconsulting.net.
Thank you so much for joining us today on the Gym Success Podcast. We really hope this look into Jim Thomas's white paper has given you some truly actionable insights, things you can use to breathe new life into your business.
We look forward to having you with us next time.